Hey guys, Tokusa here, and welcome back to My Hero Ultra Impact. Today, the showcase unit is the unit that you have seen in pretty much every other showcase. Every video I've made regarding someone else, he is part of the team. He is the most disrupting unit, supportive unit. He does it all. He debuffs the opponents. He's hideous, and yeah, he's a staple on my team. And that would be Seji Shishikura. This unit here has been my life and savior. Strangely enough, he just does too much for the team. You'll see as I showcase him and go over his kit what he does for your team. And there's not much more to say than, I think you need to invest in this unit. He just does too much. You can see, obviously, mine is very juiced up. SR plus ability or leveling is completely done. Advanced leveling, I got dupes of him, obviously. Completely leveled up. You can see the complete symbol above the ability board. So you already know I meant all three routes are completely done. I went all in on Inasa. Inasa was the only thing I wanted from that banner. I pulled him like 3 times. I think I actually have an extra dupe over the dupes required. And, yeah, I read his kit over and I said, why not? I invested fully in the peace route. Realized what he was doing in my team. Bit the bullet and said, alright, I'm finishing this DX peace route as well. And I'll be honest, I don't regret a single star put into him. I honestly I'm happy I put in all the resources and everything I did into this character when I did, because he's the whole reason I do so well. He's the whole reason my showcases flow. He's the reason I hit Legends rank, obviously, last showcase video that with Sue. Yeah, he's amazing. As I go over his kit, you'll see why I think he's as good as he is and what he does. Enough talk, let's just do that. Plus Ultra move, no right or wrong. 5% damage to a single opponent. Medium chance of causing the opponent to become a meat lump for 2 turns. Meat lump is not negated in this game by many things. Climax battle, you'll see all the immunities in like the hardest modes. Stun, freeze, paralyze, all that is negated. Meat lump is not. For some reason, meat lump still applies. Bring this unit into those difficult events that you're having a hard time, getting by and passing. They will have a chance to turn into meat no matter what, because it's so small of a window of characters that can do this, as in only Seji, that they don't feel like the need is there to make meat lumping an immune ability. So if you have him, you can use him in every event. Anything that you're struggling in, there's a chance for it to proc. Now, if this video got recognized or people start using Seji now, maybe they'll catch on and start making meat lump immunity. But as of this time of recording, it is not a thing. Most characters can turn into meat. It's unreal. And along with this plus ultra, also shortens his character's action skill cooldown time by 1, which is obviously great because his action skills are long. Cooldown time of 5. I can't speak enough about meat lump. Meat lump works on characters, as you'll see. I'll just read the kit. When I get to the second action skill, I'll explain why it's so valuable. First action skill, so pathetic. Deals 250% damage to all opponents. One thing about Seji, he does not do absurd amount of damage. This is not a damaging unit. That is not his role. You'll see mine do a lot of damage because he's completely invested in fully. But even then, it's not absurd damage. It's not his role. Low chance of causing all opponents to become a meat lump for 1 turn. If you attack first, if you're the faster of the 2 teams you're fighting, this is very valuable, obviously. 1 turn they can attack. If character receives an attack while having the ability to cause the opponent to become a meat lump, increases character skill impact by 30. So basically, this ties into the second action skill. You can see their body metamorphosis, which I'll get into very shortly. But basically, when I can cause opponents to be a hump of meat, I obviously do 30% more damage on skill impacts. Second action skill, the best action skill in the game, hands down. I will argue it to the day I die. It is everything. Body metamorphosis. For a span of 3 turns, when a character receives an attack, medium chance of causing the opponent to become a meat lump for 2 turns. You know them super stupid annoying units, Gentle, Fantasy Ida, I'm sure everybody knows about. Just any unit that can get dodge, evasiveness, Green Hawks. Red Hawks can get it after a few hits. Some of the EX auto abilities, like if you have them max, every 3 crits you do, you get a dodge. You can't hit them. You know what happens when you hit Seji here? You turn into meat. You know what happens when you're meat? Your dodge is irrelevant. You know how many Fantasy Idas attack my Seji? And how many times I'm able to win fights because of Seji? Every single fight. Almost every single fight, Ida will attack Seji. My Seji is built like a defensive brick wall. Hopefully in this showcase I'll show you that. There are times he literally takes 0 damage. Literally 0. From plus ultras and everything. I just have so much defense built in him. And in return, they're a hunk of meat for not 1 turn, but 2. They ain't doing anything. And I just give 2 free hits at these dumb units that I cannot hit. Like Fantasy Ida, I'm going to bring him up every time because I find that he is not a problem whatsoever now because I run Seji. And I can take him out before he comes back. And even if he comes back and he's still alive, he's at basically no health, so I can take him out with normals or whatever the case may be. And this meat lump span is for 3 turns. So on the first turn, if he turns into a meat lump and he comes back that 3rd turn feeling fresh, he kicks my Seji again, boy, he's probably meat again. Because medium is 50% chance. And those are odds that I'm willing to gamble on every day. Yeah, that's just the first half of this action skill. It shuts that completely down. And obviously when you turn people into meat lump, if you're slower, 2v3 now, possibly 1v3, and in some scenarios, 0v3. They are literally all meat. And that is just free attacks on everybody. Obviously you're going to be faster than most people when it's 3v2 or 3v1. So, it's absurd what this first half does. But it gets better. For some reason, it just gets better than this. Increase characters plus ultra gauge by 40% when using a successfully executed skill chain. 40% to your plus ultra gauge. Remember, this plus ultra turns people into meat for 2 turns. So, if your first initial attack didn't work on everybody, let's say Ida got hit, but Kirishima and Sue, or whoever he's running on that team, or they're running on that team, is not meat, that plus ultra might just say otherwise, you know? Fantastic. And then the third, and probably the almost as good as the first part, increases crit rate of all allies by 20% for 3 turns when used in a second or later successfully executed skill chain. You're giving crit rate to your entire team for 3 turns. You know that UR memory that just came out for the anniversary that gives crit rate for 3 turns for 15%? Seji does that in his kit, while having the ability to immobilize other fighters from doing anything for 2 turns. And, like I said, when this is active and you have the ability to cause opponent to become a meat lump, your skill impact goes up. I can't say enough of this action skill or this character. He's just absurd. The 2 auto skills, which are also just absurd. Egoist decreases speed of all UA high student opponents by 30%. Do you know how many UA high student opponents I fight? Every bloody time. It's fantasy units. The celebration units are them. All the main headlining units are always these UA high students. So most of the time, with an SR character, I'm able to go first. And even if I don't go first, I'm not even upset, because I can just do my body metamorphoses during their normals they hit me, and then I'm going to go first. Already fantastic. Once per battle, reduces damage to character by 30% for 2 turns when HP is below 50%. Damage reduction when my HP is low. What more can I say, right? I'm just going to keep taking less and less damage. He is insane. A phenomenal character. Second auto skill, I will show you. If character receives an attack while having the ability to cause the opponent to become a meat lump. So, when I receive an attack after I cause body metamorphosis, I can now support in other ways. Increases skill impact for all allies by 25%, on top of the 20% crit rate if I use it in the second chain. And crit hit rate by 10%. I don't know if that means for all allies or just myself, but I'm just going to go with all allies. That is 30% crit rate, 25% skill impact, and they're a hunk of meat. You know how much stronger my team is while they're immobilized? I don't know what else to say about him. He's not appealing. He turns people into meat. His art is hideous. It's got fingers in the back, and this other one here, he's holding a hunk of meat in his left hand there. Not appealing, but I love him. I adore him because he is a PvP just maestro. He's insane. Here are my EX auto skills. I obviously use some gold ones on him because I realized his value. Very good defensive ones. And because he is SR+, I rolled a unique EX auto skill, and on my very first one, I got the one I wanted most. Reduces damage to character by 15% for 2 turns after receiving 2 attacks from an opponent with higher power. The nice thing about being an SR unit, everybody has higher power. 7,700 it's good. It definitely is better than some units at the beginning of PvP season. But when you're in the higher ends of like top rank or whatever it's called, and legend, almost everybody has a higher power than you. So that damage reduction definitely comes into play, and it is insane. Yeah, I don't really have much more to say about him. The team I'm running him on is pretty much my Su showcase right here. This is my PvP staple team. This is actually the memory I run on him when I am the attacking unit. Persistent tenacity. When HP is 50% higher, I have higher power and higher speed, and restores HP by 20% when HP is below 50. I usually just do this so I can attack first, but the memory that I actually usually run on him, and I'm actually going to run for this showcase, let me just make sure I have the right one on, because, oh, this is it. Okay, perfect. Is Find the Traces. This is my stapled memory. This is definitely the memory I use the most. I like using that offensive one sometimes to change it up. Reduces damage to character by 25%. Oh yeah, this is DX plus, or DX, so just keep that in mind. It is an SR memory, so it's a lot easier to DX, but just keep that in mind. Reduces damage to character by 25% when HP is 50% or higher. Remember, I have the extra 50% from my EX auto skill, and I take damage reduction when my HP is below 50%. It just keeps on adding. And then once per battle, regenerates character's HP by 15% for 2 turns when HP is below 50%. And icing on the cake, allows lowers the chance of getting paralyzed or stunned. This memory is just built for him. The EX auto skill is great. Definitely not what I would like. I obviously would prefer like speed and more damage reduction, but you know, plus ultra damage reduction for skills for 3 turns, and then obviously nice power. Not that power really matters on him. I wish that was speed. Memory works on him phenomenally. This is definitely the memory I am going to run on him for this showcase. This is the team. Yeah, I'm just going to run him through an array of events. I probably talked about him for too much, but I cannot praise this character enough, and hopefully this showcase shows you why you should invest in Seji, and you will, though you may not like him, for your Kame's, like, health and longevity, why you should invest in him. So the first showcase I'm actually showing off Seji is going to be PvP. I'm actually going to start with PvP this time, just so I can show you the value right off the bat, right? Because a lot of the times, a lot of the opponents I'm probably going to fight are more single-based targets, or at least in the main quest storyline, and maybe VE Tower I'll find multiple. But here I can show you why he shines so well. We are fighting Kirishima, we are fighting Ida, we are fighting Su, 3 of the most annoying units in the game, and Seji will just laugh in their face as he does what he's supposed to do. There's Ida there on the team. They may be UA high members characters, but they're still probably faster, which is the case here. So I'm actually going to use the heal right off the bat, just so I can negate any of the damage that they do to me. Attacking Seji. That Su is very, very strong. I just realized that. So I might lose Su right off the bat. But honestly, if that's even the case, I'm still not even that worried. I have full confidence in Su that she will be okay. Look at that. A back, above, hiding. Nothing to worry about. So now with her hiding, most of the time they like to hit my Seji because he does have lower battle power. And now we can see him go to work. Su goes for him. Su is now a pile of meat. Oh, see? He's countering right now. Oh, I wasn't even thinking of clicking. That is my bad. And Su's going to take care of Kirishima. Oh, just about. So these guys are plus ultra. Now they might be faster, which they are. But remember, Seji has this for 3 turns. Hit Seji for how much damage was that? Did anybody see that? Oh, I'm pretty sure I saw a big flat 0 damage. Fantasy Ida doing 0 damage, by the way. Just so everybody's aware, that's exactly what he does. Oh, damn, did your counter go wrong, Kirishima? Did you not do what you're supposed to do? That is such a shame. Alright, let's just do our action skills. Now, it has been 3 turns, so it has worn off. But, look what character's out of the way. And look at that. Was that Su, the piercing menace that the world hates so much? Plus ultra my Seji for a lousy 11k? And it's my Seji at about 90% health? I hope this is giving you guys a great indication of what this character does. Now, unfortunately, all my buffs are gone, so I might take a little bit of damage here. And this could be annoying, but it did not proc, and because Todoroki did not get off that heal, this fight's over. I'm not even kidding. I actually think this fight's over. Ida is a hunk of meat. Look at the screen. Look how many attacks they're going to do this turn. None. Do you see why? They are all immobilized, just shut down, a hunk of meat, splurged on the ground, staring at their god, Seji Shishimura, because they cannot do anything to this unit. Deku is built up from his power. Seji is doing insurmountable amounts of damage now because of Deku's power up. I'm full health on all 3 of those units right there. I am not hurt. Seji made them sit there and take all the damage in the world. I want the whole meta to be Seji's. I want people to see how good this unit is. And if this showcase doesn't show you that, I don't know what else will. Because that was the most perfect showcase where I shut down Ida, I shut down Kirishima, I shut down Su, the big 3. The only semi-counter out there right now is Jiro, but she only has status ailments for 1 turn. So after turn 1, I'm turning her into meat, man. This unit is the god. If I had to rank a PvP tier list, he might be damn well number 1. No, number 1, or he's in the top 3. I might have to go through the whole thing if I ever did a ranking, but that's how good he is. I'm not joking. Invest in this character. You will not regret it. You will be insurmountably better. Just do it. Just do it. Alright, second place I'm showcasing this unit is in PvE. So I've switched memories to the other one with Aizawa and the 3 UH students. Purely off power. This is just a powerhouse showcase for Seji. Because I want to show you that he can actually do some damage. Honestly, he really can. If you build him up and ramp him up, he can actually do some pretty good damage, especially in type advantage areas here. Ida's here to give crit rate, Deku's here to give more power, and Seji's obviously attacking 3rd. Yeah, this should just be and right off the bat, Hawks is a hump of meat. He is right up from the get-go going to do absolutely nothing this fight. For real, this is it. It's probably over, honestly. Ida's going to kick for 34k, and Meat Lump for 7,900 about 5 times. So, great damage already. He's back. He's going to plus Ultra. He's probably faster. Oh, he's not faster than Ida. But yeah. Already showing the effects of this character. Hit Seji. That's what I thought. 88k by Seji. Did I say he didn't do damage? I may have lied. Outside of PvP, this unit is absolutely just slapping this Hawks around. I don't really want to beat him down too bad. I want Seji to shine a little bit more, so we'll just heal up. Now see, he's got dodge. Oh, he's lucky that meme did not oh, I guess it's been over 3 turns. But, as you can see, because I'm using it in a second executed skill chain, not only will I be able to have the opportunity to chain him in the meat, but everybody else has got some crit rate. Ooh, did that AoE backfire, Hawks? That is unfortunate. And it looks like I am completely full health again, so I get another free turn where I can just kick your head in. 38k, 13k across the board, you say? What is that, 70,000 damage, something like that? 61k health. Not looking too good there, good friend Hawks. We're going to scroll down and watch this phenomenal plus ultra animation, which is just leaps and bounds better than anything in the game. Attack Seji, I dare ya. Seji tossing his fingers at him for a casual 53k. Ooh. Don't think you should have hit Seji there, Hawks. Looks like you turned into meat. And yeah, that's just what this character does. I mean, I feel like the PvP showcase spoke for itself, but there was Seji and VE Tower completely shutting down the team, or the unit. Had nothing to do there. I did that in 7 turns, and Ida and Deku are definitely not your most, like, prominent VE Tower choices. Like, you could choose much better characters. So, just to, like, get your points up in general. But I had no difficulties clearing the hardest difficulty SS speed stage of Hawks with only 1 character type advantage. Seji is a god. We will praise him one day for how good he is. All hail him. And for the final showcase, we are back at the main quest storyline, Hard 12-12. I just like to fight this team. It's just a good AoE, difficult fight. And as you can see, I've changed my team up. Not only do I have free-to-play Ida beside SR Seji, I now have free-to-play Kirishima from the case files. I don't need to have power for this team. Yes, this will take longer to beat, but I have full confidence that I will be able to crush this without any struggle whatsoever, because just of the abilities that Seji is able to do. I hope they all attack Seji. Oh, looks like Mina is already learning the problem with hitting Seji. I can't believe how easy it is to proc this. It is just too strong of an ability. Mina's annoying, by the way, in this. I think she confuses a lot. And like that, it's just completely shut down. Ooh, Deku. Not looking too good there, friend. I'll deal with you in a bit. But right now, I think we're going to go attack our friend Uraraka in the back there. Nope, never mind. I'm still hitting Deku. I did not click back there. Ida giving a nice little kick there for 43k. Great damage. The GOAT Seji there, throwing his fingers for 47k. That's no damage to joke around with, by the way. That is still phenomenal damage. Looks like nobody can really attack here, so we'll just do Kirishima's plus Ultra. Now my 3 turns have ran out with Seji, so unfortunately I will not be able to counter Ochako's counter. I guess that's how you'd say that. But in this case here, if it was still active, that would have been able to counter. So once Seji's cooldowns come back, which hopefully is right here, which it is, I just do this. And now if Ochako decides to counter Seji, I have a good 50% chance of turning him into meat. So let's find out if it procs. Hopefully it does. It did not. She resisted it. That's okay. Ooh, but our friend Deku didn't. Oh, that is unfortunate. Good friend. That does suck. Kirishima doing some good damage. Lots of crit buffs going around. 6,400 AoE to everybody. Now all that is left is Midoriya. And unfortunately, Midoriya, I actually do believe this is going to finish you off. 43k. Oh, it did not. Ooh! But it turned him into meat for 2 turns. I don't have any more words. Any more demonstrations to show you why Seji is the greatest unit in this game. Just pure domination. Just disruption out of this world. Damage reduction built into him. You can put the right equipment on him to make him live longer. Like there's one with Tokoyami on it that gives damage reduction and everything. I'll throw that on him if you have him. If you have it. And yeah. I don't know what to say. And there you guys have it. That was the showcase on Seji Shishimura, Meat Boy, Meat Lump. The ultimate disruptor supportive unit in this game. I honestly don't think he is rivaled. Now I do think there are units that are probably more annoying if you don't have this unit. Like obviously fighting like a Fantasy Ida or Kirishima without a piercing unit is it's just as frustrating. And obviously like I can meat lump Kirishima, but without a piercing unit I would still struggle. But still the fact that he can shut down opponents like that for 2 turns. He supports his team, giving them crit rate by like 30%, crit skill impact by 25% when having the ability to meat lump. So always proc body metamorphoses and make sure it's in the 2nd or 3rd skill chain, so you're getting that crit rate. He increases his plus ultra gauge. He has skill impact damage when able to change people to meat, so use body metamorphoses again for first. Plus ultra turns opponents into meat for 2 turns. His AoE attack can ramp up, especially besides Celebration's Deku, and all has the chance of turning them all into meat for 1 turn. He's a phenomenal unit. I can't praise this unit enough. I do think Inasa is amazing. I actually do think Inasa is valuable in PvP as a good like 5th unit floating option. Great for like last stand dodges and AoE attacks, but I do think the star of that banner was this unit, and I actually think that this unit is going to be a staple for a lot of your teams going forward. I know if you play the game for your favorite units, good. That's the way you should play. I'm going against everything I said by running this unit. But I've never been too good at PvP. And I always thought I needed a healer like Celebration's Deku and all that. But this is the main reason that I do so well. Deku was definitely that icing on the cake that really amplifies my PvP units or my DPS units doing well in PvP. Because I'd never had a way to heal. Like Seji could always disrupt, but could never give the healing. It was the only thing that he lacked in his kit. And now that I have a unit, Celebration's Deku, who cancels status ailments, heals, and increases the team's power over a certain amount of time, I feel like I'm set. But yeah, this unit is great. If you have him, highly, 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 highly recommend investing into him. And yeah, I got nothing else to say. One of the greatest units they ever released in this game, and he's an SR, so he is obtainable. You can find him in, in all kinds of banners. And I should charge my phone soon, so good thing it's the end of the video. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. This was a bit of a longer one, but I really wanted to make it clear to why this unit is so good. I hope you guys watched all the showcases to see, because he performed phenomenally in all of them. Great damage in VE Tower, PvP, and PvE, like all of everything. And his disruption was full on board. He shut down numerous units. I showed him shut down 3, 2, the key ones that needed to be shut down, while just letting my team go free roam. Nothing else to say. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe. Leave comments down below. I adjusted my audio. I made the game a little bit louder. If that's too much, let me know, and I can make little tweaks until it's all satisfied. A new mic. I have a headset for now, but I'm sure I can tweak that a little bit until I decide to invest into a real mic. And any showcases, let me know. I'm thinking of making a Twitter. I'll post my team up there, and then you can just go through what I have. If you want to see a showcase on a certain unit, I will prioritize leveling up that unit, at least the basic board, getting him to a respectable amount, because the basic board anybody in the game can have as long as you have the unit, so I don't mind maxing that. And yeah, I will take any recommendations in the world. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching this video. It means the world to me. Like and subscribe. I think I said that 30 times. My bad. And yeah, thanks for watching. Tokusa out.